Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can hear you?
Sure can.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
How are your texting thumbs doing over there?
It's not my thumbs. It's just I get it. I don't text
Should
very
get
well.
the pinstripes taken off those thumbs.
You know what? I just do it for the humor because you guys always respond. So it's the only way I get you to respond. It's the only way I get you to respond.
I don't know how to respond because I can't read it.
If I send it, that's the whole point. You have to try to figure it out. So.
Well, sometimes when we respond, it doesn't even get acknowledged.
There's
a cognitive problem here.
Seriously, there is some cognitivity issues going on.
So can first. What is that?
Can first?
I think that was a mistype. That didn't mean to go through.
Oh, okay. So I'm supposed to know which ones are mistypes?
Duh.
I was like, can first. Do I answer it? No.
Maybe. It's his new pronoun.
Second.
It's his new pronoun.
My new pronoun, that's right.
I'm can first. I identify as a can first.
All right. Are we ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to...
Hold on.
Come on. You said ready? Go.
I guess. All right. You going to count us in?
No, I'm not. I'm just going to go. All right. You guys just tell me when I can talk in this hour.
Go.
Are you ready?
After I say yes, count to 3. So just so there's a little bit of editing grace in there for me.
Oh, okay. So it's about your editing. I got it.
Well, I don't want to disappoint the 3 fans.
3, 2,
Uno.
Hey,
So
everybody.
don't say the one. The one's silent.
What's implied?
Okay, now we're all your damn rules. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Bourbon Boys, a podcast where guys get together to talk about bourbon, about life, lore, and libation, and everything that comes with being a dad. We aren't bourbon snobs, just a group of guys who like bourbon for what it is and how it tastes. Pretty darn simple. This is podcast number 24. I'm Kurt, and I'm here with my Bourbon Boys, Alton.
Hello.
Krat.
Hello.
And Dew.
Yo.
So tonight we're going to do a little something different, guys. This is kind of a surprise night. So we each have a bottle with us. So we're going to be tasting 4 things tonight, but all of our bottles are covered. So we're going to run the same routine. You're going to talk a little bit about what it is you brought to the table, except for the name. And we're going to then all take a vote at the end as to whose was our favorite, and then we'll do a reveal.
Are we going to guess maybe before the reveal? Because the details could give it away.
Have we had these before?
I took out the details in mine that would give that away, but that's fine, Dave. You do whatever you want.
Okay, well, I guess there'll be no lore.
No, there is lore, but can't you talk to lore without mentioning certain
I don't think so.
nouns versus
think
pronouns?
If I get into now we're down to two listeners. If I get into the lore, you guys are going to be
all
like,
right.
Ding ding ding.
Okay, tell you what, Dave.
I'm excited now.
Like in every other podcast that we do, you just say whatever the hell you want to say.
Can
I love this country.
Are these all bourbons?
Mine is.
Wow. Nice job.
Hey, Derek, after you taste it, you can decide if it's a bourbon or not.
Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. What I was going to do is put Overholt in here and just see if you guys fell for it, because
see how you play.
That would have been
Overholt.
That would have been the cat's meow.
Yeah.
Best bourbon I've ever had.
So that's what we're doing, and I'm glad to be back with you guys. It's been a while since we've talked, and so let's taste some bourbon. And who wants to get us started? Dave.
Oh, okay. So
Do I have a volunteer?
Let's start. right after I told you I can't tell you much about this.
If your name is Dave, you will be our volunteer for the evening.
All right.
We have to guess it now by the sound of the cork.
By the sound of the cork.
Not Overhaul.
What note was that cork?
It's not twist off sound.
Gee, that's a hell of a pour you got there, sunshine.
I'm gonna guess that was about.
Don't peek.
That was about.
That was for you.
That was about a G.
Is it a G?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, good. So this one, I'm gonna give you guys some subtle hints. Okay, very subtle. It's from Tennessee,
I know it.
Is it Riverside Rye?
no, but it is not filtered through charcoal. right? Tracking. We tracking so far?
Is this one we've had before?
No, but you've heard me talk about it before.
Yeah.
So, it also
That smells good.
I think I know which one this is.
it also pairs really well with a certain type of food.
Okay.
And I say no more. Drink up, boys.
Boys.
Boy.
None of those triggered anything for me, so I must have been asleep at the wheel.
This is one that when I find it, I'll buy it. It's a good regular drinker. Probably about a $40 bottle of booze.
Goes well with barbecue.
In fact, it
Oh.
does.
And ham hocks.
Does it go well with country ham?
Everything, dude.
It's true.
Yes.
Everything.
There
goes
was a
well
ham
with
guy in
country
one
ham.
of these stories. What? Oh, that was my story. I can't
That's
remember
fair.
which one that was.
That might
now.
have been that tasting that I exited prematurely. So, anyways,
What are you guys getting?
I got like green apple.
Definitely get some apple.
yep, green apple.
I like it. It's really good.
It's good. It's a good
If you tell me
drink.
it's a rye, I'm coming across the table.
What's that?
If you tell me it's a rye, I'm coming over the table.
That would have made me really happy.
That would have been awesome.
You guys think I'm picky?
You are.
Is it cinnamon?
It's got it has a long. It lingers for a long time.
Yep.
Like right at the
Yeah.
top of my throat. I can feel the warmth. Yeah, it's
I was
good.
gonna say it's over. It's 100 easily.
I'm gonna guess
Sub?
96.
Wow, sub.
It's not at 100.
Okay.
Otherwise, Kurt's head would be on fire right now. But
He's gone. He's done with it.
I'm getting better.
So not
I'm getting
charcoal.
better. You
filtered.
notice I'm not over
Yeah,
ice.
there's no ice in that glass.
No, I know.
That's awesome. You're all grown up now.
good Lord, you got hair on your chest. That's
I
awesome.
do. I know.
And no pinstripes.
Let's look at who's got pinstripes on tonight, buddy.
He's petite.
He's yeah.
It's slim
Tonight.
I
fitting.
know. Horizontal stripes make me look a lot bigger than I really am.
You know the interesting thing, dude. You went straight to green apple,
I did.
and it's funny how when someone pulls something out of the air like that. Not saying that you made it up. I'm just saying that you literally said green apple. I had not tasted that until you said it, and then it was like, okay,
Yes.
I'm tasting the green
The
apple.
old Parmesan cheese.
Watch this one. Parmesan cheese.
Does anyone else taste cheese?
I did. This is taking a while because I did pour a little too much in my glass. Sorry, it's been a week.
That's all right.
I know who's driving. That's what I want to know. Okay.
I'll get it. I'll get it
You're
home.
good. You're good.
It's been a week. So,
Yeah.
but anyways, this one we'll see later on. But it's just
Good.
it's a nice.
That is a good one.
It's
So
good.
You
Nice solid.
said about a $40 bottle?
It's about.
Yeah, I'm
$40,
curious to see what this is.
$40 from.
So I can't think of the name, but when we get to it, I'm going to
Tennessee.
describe the
Tennessee.
bottle.
Okay.
Because I can see the label. I just cannot remember the name.
Okay.
If I think it's the one that I think it is.
Well, let's not give it away.
So-
I appreciate your.
It's good.
You're going with the plastic bag, not the paper bag. So
Did you pick them up on the corner of 73 and 77?
I went for the.
It said, has a sign that says, has booze, will go wherever.
I just grabbed it out the way out the door. You're lucky it's not a pair of underwear or something. I just decided to grab it.
And the only indicator is it's like a wine bottle shape.
Yeah, it is
with
taller.
a-
Which-
That's right.
Like a burgundy top.
Which kind of gives away for me a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a visual thing. Like I remember stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
all right.
All right. Elton, you want to
The
go
one I have in
next?
mind, I think, is like a $50 or $60 bottle that I know
Oh,
Krat likes,
okay.
but we've had it before.
Okay.
He led with it goes well with food.
Yeah, but the one I'm thinking about we haven't had. So
Yeah, thinking it was 40. Maybe it was more expensive than that. We'll see. All right, hold on. Let me finish this.
So I'm seeing a rectangular-ish bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my water glass. Honest to God. It's like yesterday I went to put the scissors away in the refrigerator. Like, honestly, you guys, I swear I'm going to be like in the loony bin soon.
Sure, it was a urologist you went to go see.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, just checking.
It was. And if you care, everything's fine. So
Well, good. The dick doc is always a good place to go.
There goes the explicit warning again.
Down to 1 subscriber.
That's right.
Down to 1 subscribe.
Nobody cares.
And then there was one.
All right, so I'm up next. Passing around the bottle, short, squatty, rectangular bottle. I've never had this, so I can't give you any tease.
It's very square,
It is very.
but not like Clover Square.
Yeah, and it is a. I guess you can't tell. Look at the. yeah. You. If I showed up with amber just to screw with you guys, or with the clover. Yeah, but check out the color. It's a very rich amber color.
Sure is.
So it's a North Carolina. It's a craft.
Okay.
I know which one this is.
Jesus, you're good.
How long has it been in the barrel? Can you give us that?
I cannot.
Altoon, is there any port in that barrel?
It does not claim to have any port. There is virtually, I'm going to say absolutely no information on this anywhere online that I could find.
Distilled in clean barrels or used barrels?
It just said barrels.
I think I'm 2 for 1 so far.
2 for 1?
Or 2 for 2.
Really good. Yeah.
It's a BOGO.
Okay, last call. And our last call is...
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right.
Try it again. How are you doing, Kurt?
I'm good. I'm 2 for 2.
Yeah, we're getting better.
I think we're going to make an appointment for Kurt.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
No,
Liz
let's don't get him fixed yet.
Liz has got me on the schedule. I haven't even taken anything tonight.
Hint as to age of said dark water.
No information available.
It's smooth. And
I told you weren't going to get into details.
I don't do details.
Don't worry. I'm coming up.
All right.
Yeah. We'll be taking a nap while
like,
Kurt gives us the dissertation on his bourbon.
Yeah, I know.
Sean Hayes, he takes 20 minutes to ask a question. I'm not going to give you a lot of history, but I'm going to give you some history.
you're getting history. No, he said I'm not. But
I will tell you the community. One of the only blurb I could find online, which I'm not sure I'd want to be part of this, but the community claims that it's distilled in was the first community in the United States to vote itself legally dry in October of 1874.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sad day.
maybe I scratch that off.
Yeah.
Can I have the
That was a
bottle back?
long day.
And they claim to be the third legal distillery in the state of North Carolina. So there you go. There's your. You got
Even more.
even more.
Even
What do
more
you,
so ties to the name of this one.
What do you guys?
think you got it?
What are you guys
I did.
tasting?
I'm probably gonna be all wrong.
I'm having a hard time nailing a taste on this one.
Me too.
It's
really
got a weird finish.
It's really
the finish
warm.
makes me shiver a little bit, but
It's really
warm.
It's
Trying to
really
figure that out.
warm.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of corn in this
Corn?
one. Corn.
It sits heavy on the tongue. When I get that's the only
Okay.
place I get the finish.
Heavy on the tongue. Yes.
That's the only place I get the finish. You were talking about the last one kind of hit up high.
I mean, for me, I feel like it has. I hate to even say like almost like a metallic taste to it.
yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Kind of lights
Yeah.
up your sinuses a little bit.
It's about I think a $35, $38 bottle. I can't remember.
Okay.
We just picked it up at the local store. So,
So probably overpriced.
yep.
It tastes young.
I'm assuming it must be a blend or something because, like I said, there's absolutely no information on this. They have a company that the distillery has a gin product.
Okay.
They had more information on, but when it came to the straight
And
bourbon.
it's a straight bourbon.
I would think it'd have to be a blend, as dark as it is.
Yeah. But it does not have any,
Yeah.
I don't know, very many,
My lips are going numb.
No offense, but not my favorite.
It's weird.
none taken.
And if it is what I think it is, that's probably why. Okay.
Well,
Let's
Kurt.
see.
Oh,
I got-
Kurtron has done his homework.
No, he's full of sass
I
tonight.
just did a lot of cut and paste.
Sassafras.
That's all I did.
Doesn't feel like it's a high proof either.
How many
I'm not
pages do
getting
you
a whole lot.
have?
No history.
Yeah, I think it's a 90. If I'm remembering correctly, I think it's a 90 proof. So
My lips are really numb. That's
that's because you drank that big ass bottle or glass of yours.
Here's what I will say: this might be one that could be good in a cocktail.
Yeah, it's going to be tried in
Right?
some
If
cocktails.
You make
and
like
I
a
can be drinking
bourbon
it
sour,
straight.
or you make like a smoky old fashioned.
I think the metallic description was good.
Yeah.
There is like usually in that metallic you get the leather too, like tobacco leather metallic, in that it's not very sweet, not very fruity, not floral. It's very kind of industrial. I don't know.
Yeah, this is very sterile. I mean, there's not a lot of flavor to
Yeah.
it at all. So there's
I don't
nothing-
think you could get behind and go caramel, vanilla,
I got nothing. No.
butter, nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not going to be the top of the list, I'm assuming.
Don't take that out of the bag.
I don't know. I mean, we haven't tasted the other two yet, so.
No, you almost looked like
almost
you were
did.
going to take it out of the bag.
I was just moving it so I could open it
Okay.
and so I could show Derek that it's not a twist off tonight.
Okay, good. But it could still be a rye.
Moving in the right
It's
direction.
not a rye.
Okay.
It is not a rye.
But it's very festive with a glittery bag.
you like that?
It's a-
It's the only thing I could
If
find.
it's a peach bourbon, I think you might be in trouble.
Merry Christmas.
Kurt, I'm going to go into the kitchen.
Swinging.
I'm going to go into the kitchen and grab something to eat. Will you holler at me in like 20 minutes when you're done
Yeah,
with
you
this?
bet. Go ahead. This isn't going to take me long. Trust me.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to just go off and give you a few quick All right.
So you had a tough week, Dave?
Derek, it has been a tough week.
All right.
I feel for you, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we turn them down?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
All right, Kurt.
Okay,
go for it,
so
buddy.
He can't
what I'm
hear us.
what I'm
He's
going to
just gonna
serve.
keep
I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. And you wonder why I don't text properly. So, 91 proof.
Gotta start
So
board.
I'm going to give you some stats. Yeah, go ahead. 91 proof. The mash bill actually has 4 grains and 3 select specialty malts. The fermentation is actually extended 7 days, and it is toasted in charred oak barrels, and it's finished in a 4,000-gallon charred oak Solera barrel. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that.
Remember those? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll talk a little bit about that.
That was like one of our first
For
episodes.
the
we
one
talked
listeners
about
that
that.
listen.
Yeah, we saw those in Kentucky.
That's right.
right.
Yeah.
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 That was a cool
You're
trip.
right. I saw them online. So anyway, it's aged in 2 different charred and toasted white oak barrels. It's a combination, delivers a balanced, what they call a confection-rich barrel character, harmonizes with malt-rich spirit. After
nice
it's
color.
aged for 2 years, it utilizes their version of the Solera finishing process that brings together nearly 100 barrels into a 4,000-gallon charred white oak Solera finishing barrel, which never goes empty. So how it works is after each small batch bottling, they actually top off the Solera with 10 to 15 mature barrels. And the idea is that this continued process actually allows the whiskeys to marry together, imparting more of a gradual complexity over time.
Is that why you picked that bag for the bottle?
That's why I picked that bag
So they
for the
marry
bottle. Yeah,
together.
but it's pretty cool because these Solera barrels are made into 4 compartments, and they start at the top and they keep moving it down to the lowest level, and I believe that's where they draw the bourbon from. So
It's a cool concept, and I think
It is, yeah.
It creates more consistency in the flavor
Right.
over time. Like there's certainly will be.
Just transition smoothly rather
Yeah.
So
than
yeah, it's very
Yeah.
very gradual.
But I like the combination of how they keep adding stuff, and it just keeps mixing.
That's the
as they go.
concept.
Yeah.
Is you're constantly just topping it off,
Right.
And everything's mixing together.
Gradual transitions are very important.
So
I like it.
it's a fairly new distillery. And the 2 gentlemen who started it, their mission was to bring back whiskey to the people. So the history about this is that where this is located, they did not have a distillery for over 100 years. And these 2 guys went to battle to get the
you have a good
laws
week?
changed in order.
Did you have a good week?
Come on, this is a great.
That was a good
Oh, is
one.
he still
This
talking?
is a great story. This is a great story. I don't care what you guys say. So anyway,
I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll
they
be back.
first started. They first
here.
started actually making their first bourbon in 2011. So their first bottle came out about 9 years from there. So anyway,
Page 3.
page 3. It's actually a
can you
really
read the
cool
footnotes,
story.
please?
No, it's okay. I'm not going to tell you guys anything more. So what you're tasting
Promise.
is a 91 proof 4 grain 3 malt bourbon
4
whiskey.
grain, 3 malt.
Yeah.
4 grain, 3 malt. I'm processing.
That's a
that.
lot.
Yeah.
It is a lot.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
This one,
It's 91 proof.
I'm having a little bit of a hard time picking a flavor out of this one, kind of like the last one.
It's funny when I smell it, it's almost like a butterscotch. There's a sweetness to it.
Yep.
There is, yeah.
But then the taste
it's like
profile doesn't
confection.
necessarily match it.
I get a real sweet taste, like sugary sweet.
And then it's got a little bit of a burn in the back.
I'm not there yet. I have a burnt sugar. It's not. I mean, it's a good taste. I like the taste. It's very, very. If you
not
like
complex,
a
but-
sweet profile, this is a very.
That's funny. I'm not getting a lot of. Like I said, I smell
You're
the
not
sweetness,
getting
but I don't get the sweetness in the taste.
But it's not
go
very.
straight to
It's not
the-
very complex. Like I mean, you get sweet.
It's one note, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that.
All right.
Well, your mouth is different.
I actually do. I really do get the sweetness. You're not getting it
I
at
am
all.
not. No, like I said, I smell it, but I'm not tasting it. Maybe these
I do get the sweetness, but that's all I get.
Maybe
I
I'll
don't
just-
get much out of that.
peanut butter things I've been eating.
Everything tastes like peanut butter chips today. I don't know why.
No, I mean, but I get the sweetness. I get the sweetness.
Peanuts.
Jesus, are any of you listening to me tonight?
Not really.
So I get the sweetness right at the first sip, but then I do get a little bit of a,
What develops?
not a burn, but I get a warmth right after it.
There's a little bit of a bite toward the back of your
Yeah.
throat. Yep.
Yeah. It does
And-
fall flat a little bit, but I do like it.
4 grains.
And where's it from?
It's from Tennessee.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Don't look at my nose.
I'm not. Trust me, my eyes are not that good.
Don't worry, there's nothing in there that would give
Yeah.
it away. It's got a nice color to it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not super dark, but it's
Yeah.
kind of like right in between.
Yep.
Did you say how long it's been in the barrel?
Did Jules say?
I did, but you obviously weren't listening. So
I'm sorry.
You sound surprised, Kurt.
yeah, I'm not surprised.
Okay.
I was too focused on the fact that the what's that barrel thing called again?
Solera.
Yeah, I was listening.
Sounds like a Toyota.
It does.
It is a
The
Toyota.
Solera.
Oh. Well, there
They
you
just
have it.
kept taking parts and pouring them into the same thing.
They have a
It's just
factory in
watered
Tennessee.
down.
They
But I
have a
think-
factory in Tennessee.
Oh.
But the process was
Okay.
not. It inherently was designed for like wine, port, and another type of spirit. It was never intended for bourbon,
you
cognac.
swishing?
So
I'm trying to get this peanut butter on.
it's a fairly new process for whiskey, bourbon, and cognac, if I'm not mistaken. So
But probably really for how do we get a very consistent flavor profile out in thousands of bottles when we're not into a single barrel reserve type thing.
Yeah, which is pretty smart, and maybe they saw it coming. But think about the demand of today versus
Yeah.
10 years ago in the category.
Yeah.
Where
You want a
they are
flavor?
set up for that consistency with that, right? You're getting minor tweaks out
I
of these
want that
bottles.
flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kurt, you said it was a craft distiller or a big bottle?
they're craft.
Okay.
I would describe them as craft.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're new. So
Yeah, it's different. I like it. It's different.
It's not bad, actually. It's pretty smooth. It's funny, the third or fourth sip, I didn't get as much of a hit on the warmth that I did the first time, but it's
It's because you're becoming a man.
I actually don't.
I actually don't think so.
I actually don't. I actually don't think so. Exactly. I don't know what I am. Give me a pronoun, please.
We did talk about slow transitions.
yeah.
So
Moving on.
Yeah. That's weird.
now we have negative listeners.
Yeah, I know exactly. Now we've been blocked.
Canceled.
I wouldn't even listen to us.
I think we're pretty fine.
All right, I'm sure everybody's dying to get through this so we can see what the actual brands
What
are.
they are.
I'm curious now what Dude's got over there.
I'm just curious if my glass is empty.
Yeah. TikTok.
You okay there?
He's got a
You need to
swish.
stretch out or anything?
He's got a
man?
swish.
Exactly. You got to
rinse.
floss. Don't pull that.
Floss.
I can pull it up.
And,
Okay.
and in the name of environmentalism, Derek brings a neoprene case here.
Hide the tag. I don't want to see the
Yeah.
tag.
tucking the tag
A
in.
modern hobo.
A modern hobo.
Stylish hobo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stylish hobo. Oh, I think I recognize that little
Oh,
string. on
Kurt,
that
be
one.
quiet.
Good.
Good Lord.
You linger in the liquor store way too
Passing
long.
it along. All right. So this one, I will say this is from South Carolina.
South Kakalaki.
This is in
like
Alton's.
me.
This is in Alton's wheelhouse. This is
yeah.
all Alton.
Okay. I'll hit it.
Story behind this one is Young Distillery in Charleston.
There's Rucker.
So close. Started by a husband and wife who husband went to Culinary Institute of America, was a chef, used all of his baking skills to understand grains, complexity of grains, and
Are you almost done?
yeah, we're getting there.
Okay.
It's a good wind up.
He brought us caramel.
He brought us. So this is an experiment, right? So they're using this corn that was nearly extinct, down to 2 ears of red corn. They brought it to Clemson,
Hey.
and Clemson
Tigers.
worked with University of South Carolina.
To reproduce.
Bullshit.
There was a
I'm
collaboration.
going bullshit.
Yeah,
right
calling
there.
bullshit early.
The Tigers and the kicking chickens, really?
Yeah. Well,
And
they work for us, so okay.
This is the ag program?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they brought the last 2 ears of this corn. They were the last two ears known on the planet. They brought it back to production.
Wow, that's a cool story.
And so these guys, the production was first used in baking, and they brought this, it's called Jimmy Red corn. And this is 100% Jimmy Red corn. I don't know if that's the mash bill
Versus Jimmy Crack Corn.
versus of the corn in there.
Brother.
It's 100% Jimmy Red corn. So they worked with all these farmers to bring it back. They got 2.5 acres worth to get started here with this. And what they said is this corn has a very oily finish. So they push the oil back into the mash, and it gives it like a real smooth mouthfeel. They said you're going to get graham cracker, cinnamon, maple, and like this creamy mouthfeel,
Like a
like a s'more.
like a slippery coating inside of my mouth, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
95 proof. It's a young distillery within shouting distance of where we are, so we can actually take a trip down there. Absolutely.
I'm getting a little fruit in it. Is there?
No.
Yeah, I think Kurt's heading to Wisconsin. Maybe we go that weekend.
Kurt, it's apricot.
I think so.
Apricot. I will tell you, there's supposed to be apricot in the one that I was serving. I thought you'd appreciate that.
Or is it apricot?
Apricot.
So they said that Jimmy Red corn gives it like a nutty, sweet, mineralic. Which I've never heard that word, mineralic.
We had that before. This is not
did.
mineralic.
No.
No.
Okay.
This is very smooth.
And it's only 2 years old. They barrel it in 3.5 char, not a 3, not a 4. 3.5.
2
It
years.
was on sale.
It's hard to tell. 2 years.
I would not have guessed 2 years.
Right?
No.
Yep. And they are right on Upper King Street. So they're in the thick of it. Just on the outskirts, but right in the downtown of it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So this was given to me by Denise, who is the mom of Max, who graduated with Carson. So she gave us a couple graduation gifts. This is one
Very
of them.
nice.
She
I
knows
love the fact that
owners.
you got the graduation
Yeah,
present.
really.
Hey, screw you, Carson.
Exactly.
You just,
That's
It
right.
takes a village.
yeah.
But she knows the owners.
Oh, wow.
So she said, if you want to
Now we're definitely
talk
road
about it,
tripping.
Now we're definitely going.
Guys, we got to make this happen. We keep talking about it.
what do you
This is
think?
great. I like it.
I do. I like it too.
It is.
I can't believe it's a 2 year.
It is burning my tongue.
At 95. All right.
I'm like, it just sits, like, I can still feel it.
Yeah, maybe the oily thing you were talking about, but it's very smooth, like
That is that. Yeah.
all the way through.
I told you, coat your mouth.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think
I don't know why I doubted
that's,
you.
I think that's what it is that extra oil that's
Yeah.
coming from the corn is very, very smooth finish.
Love me some Jimmy Red corn.
And I don't care.
Jimmy Crack Corn, and I don't care.
You were saving that, weren't you?
Yeah.
And Jimmy Corn is
all about
named
the
after
timing.
James Island. So
Duh.
they said it was, in homage to that. And it was the original corn that was used for moonshining in South Carolina. So there's like a lot of history behind here.
Yeah. So I wonder how long like that breed or whatever you'd call it of corn has been around. I mean, that was one of the
Right.
original colonies and all that, and they built that.
Right.
I wonder how long this has been around. And to your point, they brought it back from.
Yeah. It's a dark red corn too. Like there's pictures of it
see the
online.
color.
Yeah.
How did they? I mean, how does one identify that there's only 2 ears left of this particular corn?
No, so the guy who was the grower of it passed away. His family had two ears left, and they're like, for all we know, this is it. These are the last 2 years, and whether they were ornamental or used to like get the next year seeds going.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I bet that'd make some crazy popcorn.
Oh man.
Like, I use it for popcorn.
I know, right? Yeah.
Those are the 2 last years of the fucking planet.
Mom comes home. She's like, "Where's the corn?"
We're watching a movie, Mom.
This is really good.
Well, they're obviously much more attentive than my family. My family would never known there was 2 or 2,000 left. To be like,
Yeah.
I would.
what are you talking about?
I would love to see what this would taste like if they left in the barrel for another like
It's
5-6 years.
when I read 2 years, I was like, no, we've had 2 years, and they
This does not taste like a
really
2 year.
young and just
Yeah.
rough. This one, I think it's that oil
Yeah.
is part of it that it just man, it smooths it out.
Yeah. This is nice.
Yeah, I really like it.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
So that is on our road trip. If we want to go down,
Let's do it.
Are you actually looking at me when you say that, or
No, remember
This is on our roadmap. I didn't want to leave you out. I mean, I didn't want to leave you out.
Not to your face, just over. Kurt thinks we're leaving tomorrow.
We'll find a weekend.
let's
Don't worry.
leave tonight so he misses the ride?
Kurt, where are you?
I texted you guys.
I'm the worst.
This is
texter.
good. This is a hot one for me.
It's hot for you.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you getting for taste?
Not in a bad way.
But hot meaning like good?
No,
or
it's good, but it this one out of all 4, it
Like short women.
lingers. It's a 12-inch
The
Bianca.
hottest 12-inch Bianca I've ever met. Yeah. -2 listeners.
What would you guys have to laugh about if it weren't for me?
That's why we love you, Kurt.
I know.
Pinkus will explain that one.
Yeah. No, this is it's. I actually really do like it. I think for it, it just sits with me for a very long time. So,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that it lingers. It stays. Like it's like it's still there for me.
So
it
it's
does
kind
have
of
a real
permanent.
long finish.
It's kind of
It's kind of permanent.
Oh my god, am I going to feel like this for the rest of my life?
God, I hope so.
My tongue
Yeah.
stay like this.
Please.
Not to jump the gun. This is the first
Hey,
one.
hey,
that
hey,
I-
whoa.
Oh, okay.
You jumping the gun?
I'm jumping the gun.
Just
All
He
checking.
said
okay.
not to jump the gun.
I know.
no,
I just
gotta give him that
I
grace.
give you the warning.
I'm just checking. You're bringing some
Yeah.
passion for it here, Altoon.
Hey, in case I offend anybody, here's
Whoa.
what. Oh,
Whoa. In case I offend.
I'm already offended. You haven't even said anything yet. So,
Wow,
all right. So we've had four.
You tried to take
I'm
control and it
sorry.
didn't work out
Were
for you,
gonna-
did it?
No, go ahead, Al. Go ahead, Alton.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm
nope.
going to throw it back to you.
no, sir. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Kurt has the con.
Nope, I'm turning my mic off.
Hey, hey, guys in the truck, can you turn Kurt's mic back on, please?
Go
Thank
for
you.
Kurt.
All right. Kurt has a
All
con.
right, so
what are we doing?
So we've had 4 interesting bourbons. I would say. I would argue none of them were bad.
I agree.
Yeah.
Varying degrees, but
Yeah,
I
I
think
agree.
for the most part they all had
I'm sorry,
some good flavor to them.
Gentlemen, did we get price points on your two? You know, Crab's
Oh.
about 40. I was about 35. I think. Were you about 40, Crab?
I think 40. It may have-
I think I was about 35, plus or minus a
I
couple.
think mine's
Kurtron?
around 40 to 50. I'd have to check. I bought it a while ago, so
Okay.
I've had it for quite a while. So I bet it's around 40, 50 bucks.
40, 50?
Yeah.
13 years worth of school. I had no idea. It's a graduation gift.
Oh, that's true.
I think it's showing up a couple times.
Carson,
That's like
Carson had a lot of
I'm
stress.
sorry, but that's like $100,000 bottle.
I can't afford yours.
He graduated after 12th grade, but he had 13 years of school. I'm not sure Carson would appreciate that either.
I've seen knowing a small, so these guys have been around since like 2013, knowing a small distillery in our area, I'm going to guess like $60 a bottle.
Okay.
And I've seen it up to 100 online.
Really?
So when I was Googling it, I was like,
What? The aftermarket?
Seriously?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's okay. Cool.
Yeah. Good stuff.
All right, so we've not done this before. So how do we want to do this? Do we want to start back with Dave?
I think we start with Dave.
Okay.
And we take guesses.
Okay, hold on. Let me grab the bottle in the plastic bag that Alton likes so much.
Yep.
Okay.
It'll be here long after I'm gone.
My initial on that one was peg leg porker.
Yep, that was mine too.
Ding,
But it's
ding, ding,
not.
ding, ding, ding.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the porker, dude.
Love
Yeah.
it. When you said
That
good
was
with
mine
food,
too.
I was like, that's the one.
I couldn't think of the name of it, but it has the pig on the. Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Exactly.
Like porker, Nashville, Tennessee.
Yep.
Love it. It's a good
They
one.
started.
good.
They
It's always
started-
been good.
Yep, they started Peg Leg Porker Restaurant in 2013, and so this was kind of a natural extension as somebody that was a pit master that also loves bourbon, and it kind of went this way.
Cool.
So
Love it.
It's always
Awesome.
good.
All right, Elton. I think yours is Turning Point.
Damn, you're good.
Here's 2 for 1.
Turning Point out of Kings Mountain.
Kings Mountain, there
Turning
you go.
Point name for the fact that Kings Mountain, the Battle of Kings Mountain, was a kind of a turning point in the Revolutionary War,
Love
as a matter of
that.
fact.
I did not know that.
Yes, it was. So
Surprised
just
Kurt-
down the road, you should go down and
Surprised
check.
Kurt didn't jump into that
Revolutionary
one.
War?
Well, history.
Yeah. Yeah, Revolutionary War. Yeah.
I didn't realize the Revolutionary War came that far south.
Oh, dude,
What?
we were down here waiting to kick ass. And
Just ready.
yeah, we were just ready, and they showed up. We kicked some ass, and they went back.
That's right. We scared them all the way to Greensboro.
We got bourbon
But
turn.
funny thing about this,
So-
literally, there is like zero information.
Where are they based?
Kings Mountain.
I don't know where that is.
You know
South
Kings Mountain?
85,
Yeah,
past Gastonia.
85 between Charlotte and South Carolina State.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Look to your left as you're going south. You'll see a mountain. It's called Kings Mountain.
That's the one.
That's the
Yeah,
one.
they do have a nice battleground there. I mean, seriously, nice place to visit. And
If you're into history.
yeah,
Kurt.
Which I'm not. I just like to provide our listeners some information. So
Yeah, you
whatever.
print your printers out of ink.
so, yeah. Hey, and by the way, if anybody from Turning Point is listening and would like a little help with your marketing, we could help you 1,000%.
Yeah.
and
Let's
we
start
may do a
with-
pro bono with a couple of bottles, but you guys, put up a website, have an Instagram, do something to acknowledge that you're in
Nothing.
the space.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Because, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, it's not a bad bourbon.
For $35, this was not a bad.
I might leave it in the barrel a little longer.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't go wrong on that.
Yeah.
But we have tasted small distillery, North Carolina stuff that
We've had some not so great
awful.
stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad bourbon.
No,
NW.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
I'll
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
We got to
Yeah,
come
I
up with
got-
some
He's
code.
like, he wouldn't go buy that.
Yeah, I got
That's not
PTSD after that.
not a small
All right,
bottle.
Kurtron, what we got here at 91 proof?
I don't know. You tell me. What do you think?
Dude, I have no idea.
If it's TX, I'm going to slap you.
It's Tennessee, dude. It's from Tennessee.
I know. I remember that part. Oh,
Chattanooga.
that's what Chattanooga
Yeah,
tastes
that's
like.
what Chattanooga.
There you go.
There you
All
go.
right.
I love the
good.
bottle, by the way.
Yeah, it's
That's
a really
cool.
nice
I've always
looking
wanted
bottle.
to taste that.
Yeah.
Really nice looking
Chattanooga.
bottle.
Great
Chattanooga
town.
whiskey.
Great town.
It is a
So-
good town. Rock City, USA, baby.
Rock City.
Right
They
there.
They have a couple different versions, but
these guys have
Yeah, I know exactly. They're like, what?
I actually
Rockports?
bought this one down in Georgia. So Liz and I stopped at a liquor store when we were in Savannah,
Okay.
and he highly recommended it. He
That's
said
the
it's
one.
a super good bourbon.
What's the story on Rock City? But not like
Dude.
Detroit. Rock
I'm
City.
sorry. Are you guys marketers?
Yeah.
Have you never seen Rock City? Visit Rock City,
See Rock
painted
City,
on
Tennessee?
barns throughout
No.
most of the South.
Oh, wow.
No.
Yeah. Kind of before the billboard. And actually, when the billboard was taken off,
Really?
these guys were like the guerrilla marketers from hell.
Yeah.
They took
No
over
way.
every space. You ever been to
They
on the
promoted
coastline?
Detroit?
Yeah, that was their secondary call. Have you ever been to by the what is it, I-95 where you got Visit Pedro?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
south of the border?
Pedro, south of the border.
Yeah,
These guys were the originals.
Nice.
Yeah.
They
Rock-
literally went through small towns
Every
across the
barn,
South
yeah.
and painted on the roofs of barns,
Brilliant.
Visit Rock City. So the original out-of-home advertisers.
All
Yes,
right.
and the guerrilla
At the
marketers.
risk of being northern, what is Rock City?
I have no idea.
Okay. All right.
It's not much of anything, but it's right by Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. Chattanooga is famous for a couple.
They're still waiting.
yeah.
This is our year.
Chattanooga is actually a pretty cool city.
It's a very cool city.
Yeah.
There's some great schools in that town too.
Yeah.
Sewanee.
There's
University
some-
of the South is
and
there.
there's Coca-Cola history there.
Okay.
They have a great aquarium.
Oh,
You're
those that like
in
that.
Chattanooga or Atlanta?
No, I'm in Chattanooga.
Okay.
I am in
2 for 2.
Chattanooga.
All
All right, let's move on.
right, what do you got to do?
No, but I have
didn't-
seen that Chattanooga bottle, and I've wondered, like, where can you get that? Because I don't think that's a
You can't get it
ABC
here.
thing here.
No, you can't get
Yeah.
it here.
but again, another not bad bourbon.
No,
Yep.
no,
Yep.
not
Yep.
terrible.
I actually
Not
I
as
actually liked it.
complex as some of the other stuff we tasted, but
Yeah.
not a bad bourbon.
Yeah.
Is there other stuff? I know you had 3 pages of history. Is there other stuff that you didn't include in that you're now willing to reveal?
No.
Yeah. You don't want to.
No, I read it all.
No, with that attitude.
Okay, what you guys don't look at the font size on this. Like seriously, that was just about. So
But
I
you
can
didn't
read
really
it.
get to page 8.
I didn't. I need to get to page 8. I
Okay.
covered it. So yours was
Yes.
revival. I was going to guess revival.
Damn, Kurt. Kurt, how many are you for how
3
many?
for 3.
He's four.
can't do
He's 4 for 2. He's 4 for
If you
3.
didn't know your own.
He's 4 for 3 all day long.
I said I'm 3 for 3,
I think he's 7 for 3.
He's an all-star.
but I cheated on revival because I remember you sending the text.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's a score right there.
This is great. So interesting, new Southern Revival straight bourbon whiskey from Highwire Distilling in Charleston, South Carolina.
It's a great bottle.
So if you get a chance, if you're in Charleston, swing by Upper King Street. I definitely want to check these guys out.
We'll be there.
It's a young company, and even like I said, even for 2 years, this is one of the better 2 years that I can remember we've been. to sample.
I
It's a
don't. I
good
mean,
one.
Derek, honestly, for a 2-year, we've never had a 2-year that's that good.
The only thing
It
that,
is.
I mean, look at the color.
well, the funny thing is the only other 2 year that to me was even close was Conviction.
Yeah.
Which is another
Yeah.
local.
Yep.
Right.
We love some conviction.
So that was a 2 year as well. But yeah,
Yep.
this was really good. This is a little richer in the flavor.
I want to find out. So it says 100 made with 100% Jimmy Red corn, and I want to know if that's the only thing because Conviction similarly single ingredient mash bill.
Yeah, a heavy corn masher was 80% Conviction.
I thought it was only. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, that's right. It was no. It's a 2.
Is it 2?
It's a
Not
2
a
grain.
3.
Not a
okay.
3. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Wish
anyway.
we could call a friend.
Phone a friend.
Sebastian.
He's married now. He didn't want to answer our
That's right.
call.
That's right.
He's busy.
He's all grown up now.
He's busy. Busy. All right, guys.
Revival.
This was pretty cool. So,
We got to go around and rank it.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Give me
All
a
right.
minute. All right.
Dave,
Kurt,
I'm starting with you. We started with you. Let's start with you again.
I'm struggling, honestly. I do love me some peg leg porker because I am a massive barbecue fan. And I think this is a very good everyday drinking bourbon. It's got some great, I wouldn't say complex profile, but there's a lot of good flavor in it. Revival is an awfully close second for me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
But it's just, and again, you guys know me. I like a little bit more heat than the sweet, and so that's
we
why
know
I'm
that.
gonna go with peg leg. But Revival, like I said, is an awfully close second.
3 and 4. You got to go all the way through the list, Sunshine.
What? Oh, geez.
We need it for statistical significance.
Are you going to run this
Say
through?
that again.
Statistical.
Nope.
Statistical
Totally.
significance.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the Chattanooga and then the Turning Point. But again, both decent bourbons.
Yeah.
I mean, again, for small batch distilleries or small distilleries, very impressive.
Good. Good.
All right, Elton.
Oh, let's see. I got to go with the Revival number 1. Ooh. I like that. That's a strong finish. Chattanooga 2. Go
Oh,
Pig 3.
Pig 3.
And I'm going to go with the TP, which is may mean toilet paper at the end.
No.
No, it's good. It's good. No,
It's good.
And any
It's
of these,
actually
honestly,
not
I would
bad.
be glad to have. Turning Point may be more of a mixer, but again, it's not a bad buy at all. But Revival was a nice surprise, and then I like the Chattanooga as
how
well.
long has Turning Point been around? Like, are they, I mean, to give them credit, are they just coming out of the gate?
I think they're new to the
only gonna
bourbon
get better.
category. Again, like I said, if
really
if their
don't
marketing
know.
department would actually put it on a website or in some literature, and I email them and maybe answer your emails.
We can help.
You say that as if they're not answering emails but listening to our podcast.
I know I've got a better chance this way.
Well, there might be another turning point for them. So
That could be it.
I'm going to go Revival, Chattanooga, Porker, and Turning Point.
Putting the
Porker in third.
You're putting the Nuga in front of the Porker.
I did the same.
Yeah, but I
I do like the Nougat.
It is good, but not as good as Porker.
Porker's really good, and we have always talked about it going well with barbecue. We need to do that. I think we just carry a bottle into
Okay,
Tiny's.
can I just say something to you guys?
No, Tiny's. Is your green egg in storage?
Yeah, it is.
All right, we'll go to Tiny's.
Well,
Yep.
Okay, you could buy a
we need to.
green egg. You got the
Stop. No.
Sarah can David have a green egg.
Oh, Komodo Joe.
I want a pellet grill. I want to, in case anybody's listening,
Traeger.
I want a tech rack.
Oh, tech rack, not
Tech
Traeger.
rack.
All right.
Tech rack. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's
all
the way
day
to go.
long. Yeah,
Where do you get those? Special order?
TechRack.com.
Bye.
Sponsored by TechRec.com.
Hashtag.
For all of
Best
your pellets.
barbershop.
You marketers wanted to sponsor a podcast?
One of
Derek,
3 of you has
Derek.
got to have a marketing budget.
No, but
Derek,
listen, seriously.
Yeah.
We'll do a butt.
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
And we'll
Please
have
make
some,
that happen.
And we'll have some porker.
I know. This
Would
Take
you,
leg.
would you rank your
Sounds amazing.
drinks, please?
please.
I have a real strong tie for first between Porker and Revival.
Oh, man, I'll pick one.
I like the mouthfeel. I really like the brightness of Porker, but I need to have Porker with pork.
Look at
Need
dude
barbecue.
throwing out brightness and pork.
Yeah.
Love
It was that apple, that green apple.
green apple.
Green apple in the pig's
the
mouth.
hint of
Then
Parmesan.
so I think if I have to choose one, I'm going to Revival number 1,
All right.
Porker 2, Chattanooga, followed by Turning Point.
All right.
Dude, you and I were close. We were close.
You're the same.
Yeah, when you said it, I was like, same as Krat.
Curtin
no,
Allen got
you
it wrong.
he's having-
flipped
Curtin
it.
Allen got it wrong.
Yeah,
It's
first
not
time.
about getting
I'm
it
with you.
wrong. It's not about getting it wrong.
Kurt, it absolutely is.
It's not about getting
It
it
is
wrong.
an entire competition.
Look, at the end of the day,
He may be 4 for 3, but
these 7 bourbons that we tried, according to Kurt. Look, at the end of the day, these are good bourbons.
They are.
All of them.
They are.
And kudos to the 2-year. I mean, you got to be
Yeah,
kidding me.
for sure.
Yeah,
That's a
great.
revival. Unbelievable.
But if anybody does like the Turning Point, I have a bottle in my cabinet. You can have it.
Okay, just throw it out there like that.
okay.
No, it's not because it's
Hey,
bad.
we got our first raffle. We got 5,000 listeners. We got 5,000 downloads. Who would like a bottle of Turning Point?
Yeah.
Alan, I think we were
bottle.
discussing
Partial, mostly.
we were discussing
Let's just
pronouns
say-
earlier. I think we're down to 2.
Let's just say Amanda, Wasim, and Harry.
There you
Which
go.
one of you guys wants it?
Well,
It's
see,
not-
you're probably close.
No, it's not that it's a bad bourbon. It's just not one that I go to. So it's been sitting there for a while, and I think I bought it out at the beach actually.
So I guess
I
we're
would-
charity now.
As a Kentucky, was it Kentucky Negroni?
Yeah, the place
Yeah,
that
I would
Kurt's
do
never
that
been.
Yeah,
because that's a good mixer. That place.
That place that Kurt has
I've
never been to.
just not with you.
Okay.
And I'm going to advocate that we start I'm going to advocate that we start a we should list, because every time we talk, we're like, we need to.
Who's in
blank.
charge of our
We
scheduling?
need to
Who
blank.
would do that?
Well, if
That's
someone
me.
would, if someone
I
would
pick it up
like,
on month 7.
I hear,
I don't know who's at the
look,
first 6.
dude, listen. If someone would actually
We got a
think
question about
ahead, if someone would actually think ahead and schedule us 6 months out, we could make some stuff happen.
Shit's gonna
You got a question
happen.
about our merchandise? Let me know if you want to know where we should be.
Seriously,
What am I supposed to
I
do?
asked for 6 month schedules,
The-
and I got a lot of hoopla from you 3.
So, guys,
I can't plan more than a week in advance.
I got an
make it
idea.
there.
I got an idea.
Tell you what, you just book it from Elton and Derek, and
Hey,
I'll just
Kurt.
show up.
Kurt, who's our treasurer? We have a treasurer?
We don't have,
We have money?
treasure. We have money.
I got Venmo. Oh.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
We stopped at that point. Like, that was our
So-
way.
Elton
listen,
moved
I
up
think-
in 2021.
I think we need another microphone. I got an idea.
Okay, what do you got?
No, I,
think
don't
we
like the idea.
Shut up. I think we need to pull in. I think we need to pull in some of our friends. When you said Harry and Wasim,
Yeah, sure.
both very colorful.
What?
Can you pick David up?
Be
We'll see,
careful.
are you free?
I would use the word colorful, Dave.
Colorful. Yeah, why not? Okay, I'm sorry. Very nice personalities.
Yes.
It'd be awesome to pull in some of our followers. And
I think we talked about this once before, did we not?
yeah, I think
A couple times.
Yeah.
didn't.
And everybody was like, wow.
I don't.
Let's do it.
I don't see it on the plan.
Then it's not the
who's
Bourbon
driving the plan?
Boys.
That's what I thought. Is that me? Are you looking at me?
No,
Why?
I'm looking at you to like help
I
me with the
haven't,
Kurt.
I haven't done shit. is
Look,
what I
at the end
haven't
of the
done.
day, I think it'd be great to pull in some followers. Have Wasim, good Lord, I'm losing my mind. Harry,
there's plenty of enthusiasts within a stone's throw here. So
I actually think Amanda should be our first guest.
who's Amanda?
Yeah, that's
Just kidding, A-Dub.
She's my biggest fan.
I know.
The hate mail.
Yeah. No, we'd love it. That would be great. Yeah, we totally should get her on.
Let's talk
All right.
about that. But in any event, we have a last call to do.
We do have a last call.
closed.
So this is all
discussion.
about surprises.
It is.
And while we didn't get to what was the one thing that surprised you this year, I would say if you were to surprise someone from your past that you haven't seen in more than 10 years, and you literally physically surprise them by showing up at their workplace, at their home, wherever they might be, what is the bourbon? All four of these are on the bar back. What is the bourbon you're saying? Listen, we've got an hour or two to catch up and surprise you with.
Yep.
What is the one that's going to match the conversation when you go, I remember that day we sat down, we sat at the bar for 2 or 3 hours, and we just caught up. And I know we've done the who would you call in the past.
Yeah.
But this one is you've surprised someone. You showed up at their door. Work or home, doesn't matter. What one you bringing?
Whew, good one.
I'm going to start. So I'm going to go with Revival. Just
Okay. Who is it?
One, partially because of the name.
Yeah.
And it would be, gosh, you didn't say who at first.
Yeah, actually he did.
I'm gonna go with John Nails.
Again?
I didn't use
Just kidding.
Nails,
It's just too easy.
NEHLS.
not screws.
No.
Okay.
John Nails. He was the site superintendent for our project on the construction side for when we built the museum.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
And he was such a great guy. I've talked to him. In fact, I recently talked to him, but just he's one of those people you can just pick right back up. And we had such a good time. There was a group of us that just really had a ton of fun. And yeah, he's such a good guy.
That's
Just-
awesome.
Yeah.
Good
So
call.
When was the last time you...
saw him.
Yeah, how big of a surprise would this be?
To see him, it would be. I haven't seen him since I left Wisconsin.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
So
Good one.
Cool.
Good one.
Big surprise.
Let's see. I would go with, I think I would do the porker, the peg leg porker, and I would show up with my old buddy Eric Kaler, who I have not seen since I left Clemson in '93.
Dang.
Yep, we had some good laughs.
Is that when you kicked out, or is that when you graduated?
It depends on who you ask. But I have not seen Eric since '93, so showing up there would be a blast to surprise him, see his face, and of course the fact that this goes well with barbecue makes it so much easier to sit down and break bread together and catch up. So that would be a great day.
That's super cool. Probably going to have to go with the peg leg as well, just because of barbecue mostly.
Yeah.
I think about barbecue, and there's like a massive heritage in North Carolina with barbecue, so that's one of the biggest connections I've got with this bottle. The person, probably Lou Riley, who was my roommate in college. We were not originally placed with each other, but we became friends and decided we wanted to room together. And I have not seen Lou, golly, probably in 15 or 20 years.
There you go.
And he is a professor of physics at your sinus
My son.
University. Yours? Yes, yours do.
He was a lot smarter than you.
What's that?
He was a lot smarter than you.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. This guy was, he was a freaking,
Not that you're not smart, but
no, he was very smart. He was very smart.
your shoes are tied neatly and everything.
I think what Elson's trying to say is you're dumber than he is.
He was a Rhodes Scholar, so yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But
Apparently,
yeah.
most of us are.
Yeah, Lou was a great guy.
Don't cover for him.
Learned a ton from him, and I think he would enjoy the peg leg.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Derek?
I'm going to go Revival. And it's funny. Recently, I reached out to a guy who I haven't had contact with since 1986 or 7. Tracked him down.
What?
Wow.
Yep, he was brought in as a counselor to the camp I was going to, and he had all these.
Is this a camp when you were dropped on an island for
Yes.
a week? And
Yes.
Whatever.
Whole new
If you were
episode.
still there the next week, good for you.
He was that camp,
Okay.
Bourbon Boys, and he was brought in the late 80s, 86, 87 time frame to help us manage stress. And so he gave us all these techniques.
Can he come here now?
He's still around.
Talk about a guest on our podcast.
Does he still specialize in reducing stress?
He probably can.
Wow.
Yeah. He continued on to be a counselor, wrote a few books, had a great practice. But I Googled him, and it took me like a couple days of leaving voicemail messages as a trail to try to find where he was. But Bruce Palumbo is his name. And I would bring revival, and we would revive some of the memories that we had. So I called him out of the blue and said, I don't know if you remember me, but all these years later, I'm still using all those techniques that you imparted on a
cool.
16-year-old.
That's awesome.
So I don't know if this, if it helps, if it, closes any loops or whatever, but I want you to know, 35 years later,
Wow.
what you did to a 16-year-old has left a lasting impression.
That's so cool.
Very
And it was
cool.
like no one's ever done that.
Yeah.
So we had a great conversation, caught up, learned a little bit about what he's been up to, and
That's awesome.
so I would do that.
I think Kurt's Googling him now.
I'm not. I'm just
Okay.
getting prepared for the next thing I need to do.
What grade were you in
I have to go
1987?
to the Google
This was
truck for
I was
that.
probably a sophomore, junior in high school.
Not far.
Graduated in 88?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's cool.
junior.
Very cool.
Very cool.
All right,
All right, guys.
ladies call.
Thanks for another
Lady
ladies
Kurt.
call.
Lady Kurt call.
Exactly. Lady Kurt call. Not a cat call, but a Kurt call.
Oh,
So
we lost them all.
thanks for another great episode. We tasted a lot of good bourbons tonight,
did.
from the Peg Leg Porker to
Tennessee,
the Turning Point to
North Carolina,
Chattanooga
Tennessee.
to Revival. So
There's a
Tennessee.
southern trend here, by the way,
little
boys.
Southern trend. Just a reminder, I was 4-4 tonight. So
I was
We're gonna hear this.
6-3, huh?
Listen to me. We're gonna hear this for the next 10 fucking
damn
years.
straight you are. So
the good news is we don't
So
usually
to
listen.
those of you
so-
listening, not to all this crap in the background, but if you like the
you guys
episode,
get your
be
pizza?
sure to subscribe
Hey, dude, have you had
to
a
our
good week?
series and hit the
Solid
notification
week.
button
Good.
so you can get updates from us when we drop another episode, because you like to listen to our episodes.
How's your week?
Leave us a rating.
It's hot.
Give
in
us feedback.
Hot week.
So we can actually make these better for you. And if you want to learn more about tonight's bourbon visit, our site, bourbonon.com, where you can also order Bourbon Boys merchandise.
Hey, nice job, Kurt.
Thanks.
That was a great outro.
Gentlemen, looks like
Good
we're
job,
at
buddy.
the end of
5,
this
6,
episode,
7, 8.
and
I
I
think
really enjoyed spending time
Kurt,
with
you did
you.
a great job tonight.
Shut up, Dave, and sampling our bourbon. Bourbon on, man.
Bourbon Boys.
gentlemen.